So how do you play funk with an N? What's this? Listen to this. Have you ever heard that? Forgive my doodlings at the beginning. If you want to play like Nile Rodgers, who's brilliant by the way, how do you do it? I've picked this track, Daft Punk, because it's sort of crossover between older people like me and youngsters who will know this, of course. He still is a great guitar player with Chic. Alright, so I just thought I'd give you a quick couple of minute lesson, quick one before we get into some classical stuff. How do we play a funk rhythm? Okay, now I'm using a nice funky little guitar which does this. Cool, so this is what we're going to do. So, how do we get that rhythm to sound nice and tight? What's the trick? What's the key? Alright, well this is the trick. Let's pick a chord. It works on bar chords, by the way. Don't try and do this with open strings, forget it. Okay, so let's pick a B minor. Okay? Nice B minor. You can either use, let's B minor or B minor 7, doesn't matter. I'll use a B minor 7. Now, I just want you to gently touch the strings. Don't press them in so they make a noise. Okay? Other than, what I mean is don't press them in like this, just keep them hovering on the strings, but muted. And I want you to do this. Okay? Press, 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 press. Yeah. Press, 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 press. Okay. Now, that's what you do. You keep your hand moving, and your hand will hover over the strings. It will keep them. It will touch the strings very, very lightly, but not as to make a noise. And every time I want to hear them, I'll press them in, and that's why I had that little thing going. That press, press, press. I'll do it slowly, so I'll get the rhythm going. Always keep this hand moving. Never stop it. If you do, that's it. Game over. Now watch. Press, 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 press. And of course, every time I now say it, you're going to press your fingers in. Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Press, 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 press. Now we'll go to a D. He uses a D down there. He puts his finger across the 5, 6 strings, and his little finger across here. He won't play his 6th string. He won't play his 1st. Now, if you find that tricky, don't worry, because he also does another inversion on another guitar. So we go from the B minor. He'll move the same type of shape up to the 10th fret. Play this shape, like an F shape up, which is D. And again, press, 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 press. Then move it down 1 fret and drop to a minor 7th. In this case, it's an F sharp minor 7th. Press, 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 press. And then to an E like this, which is like the D there, but you've got your 3 fingers across there. And again, if you found that tricky, you could go on the way up there, but I don't like that. It's better to do that. So inversions: B minor, D there, and all you've got to think about when you're doing this shape, don't panic, get your little finger or your 3rd finger. Little finger I think is better. We don't want to hear the 1st string, so don't worry about that one. We don't want to hear the bass string here, so just get your thumb over. So all we're looking at is putting that there and making sure this 5th string is here. Now, watch this. My little gizmo. So, think of that thing. Press, 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 press. one example. Should we find another example? Probably more famous than that one. I hope I don't get taken off for doing it. What's this one? Listen to this. What are the chords for this? Hold on. B, A, E, B. Get off. Stop. If I don't stop it quickly enough, it will get barred. I hope that if you don't, well, I was going to say if you don't see this video, then I've been barred, but clearly you wouldn't have seen the video. You know what I mean. Let's look at what that one was. I'll use my own little drum machine. It was an E major, this is the Bee Gees, an E major 7, played like this. I'm not going to go into too much detail, it's all about the technique. So again, press, up to an F sharp, minor 7th, I'll show you the chords first. Back to the E major 7. Sometimes I put a little boom, little bass note in before I do the press thing to give me my first count, like 1, press, bass, press, bass. Of course, if you're playing with a band and your bass guitarist was in there, he would go mad if you got in his way. So you've got to be careful when you're throwing too many bass notes in. Funk is all about playing down on the thin strings, really. Okay. The other Bee Gees chords were B, A, E, B. Sorry. So that's how you do funk. It's pretty straightforward. It's like reggae. People say, how do you do reggae? Well, again, it's all about the thin strings, and you allow the bass guitar will be sort of bumping around down the bottom, and as the rhythm guitar will sort of, say we're going to do Buffalo Soldier, get your rhythm. I'll use a full shape just like this, and what's going to happen? Ba 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 ba, press. Buffalo Soldier. See, get the idea? Press, and just and that's how you do it. It's pretty straightforward, and if you don't know, you can't see that when you're watching somebody, can you? A lot of guitarists sort of when they first start doing it, quite natural, will go, which is completely wrong. But now you know how to do it, so there's a little secret. I'm going to keep this brief. I'm going to get on with my yesterday classical thing, but somebody asked me about funk, so I said, look, I promise I'm going to do a little impromptu tutorial for you, so there you have it. I'll see you later. Bye.